anything that could make you feel feminine is just going away little by little. And we are here. So on the days that are the absolute worst, when I absolutely just do not want to do it anymore, I can easily look at my kids or my husband and know that if I don't continue, that they won't be there in the end because I won't be here.
What do you see whenever you look in the mirror right now?
I see my hair, first of all. I can see, obviously, my face. You know, it gives you a ton of weight from the meds. You know, I'm dry, my eyes are puffy. But I can also see a lot of really good things. You know, someday, very soon, I'm not gonna look like this. And it's gonna do good things. This is the hardest part. It's something that a lot of people really take for granted. How to paint, or not even how to paint on eyebrows, but to have eyebrows. Today is my last day of chemo. 16 rounds, and I'm winning. Biggest day ever. Woo-woo! Honey, I'm going to the car. We are going to go into the hospital, and we're gonna meet with the nurses, who are an absolutely amazing team, and they're going to access my Mediport that I had surgically implanted in my chest, and they're gonna stick a needle right in there.
Take a breath in and hold it for me. 1, 2, 3.
And then have them draw my blood so they can test it to make sure that all of my levels are good. And then as soon as they do that and the doctor clears me, we will have tons and tons of fluids, and then we will have an entire bag of Taxol chemotherapy. So let's hope for the best. Nailed it. Yep.
Yeah, they just started the last bag of Taxol chemotherapy. It's no fun. This part is the worst part. Makes my heart skip beats. Almost done though. Last round.
August 16th, I got diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was not something I expected at 33 at all.
My appointment did not go quite as happy as we were hoping for, but I'm a little sad today.
And so I was like, I'm gonna Google this, you know, what do I Google? So I looked through Facebook, I looked through hashtags for breast cancer awareness, and I started coming across all these profiles, and it was everyone just saying like, today was rough. I was just like, that cannot be how fighting cancer looks. You know, that's not a thing that could happen. So I basically sat down with my husband and I said, I kinda wanna just tell my story. You know, like I love to write, it's just how I get things out. From day one, I just put out the first post and just said like, hey, you know, today I went to the doctors and this is what's going on. And like the amount of outpouring that I had in the beginning was like super supportive, but nobody knows what to say to someone that has cancer. It's because they don't know what's going on with someone that has cancer. And I just wanted to be real. And so when the bone pain gets bad, I tell them exactly what it feels like, or what it feels like to lose your hair, or to know that, you know, as someone who wants more kids, what it might be like to never have the option to breastfeed ever again, you know. And it's, excuse me if I cry, but it's a lot to handle, and the only way for me to feel better is to just tell it like it is. So I promised myself that I would be that person, and ironically, something that made me feel so much better has helped a lot of other people. You know, I sit here with my sister and I have read her tons of messages that I get from complete and total strangers. But I got one just today from someone that I've never met that just said, I've literally spent hours going through all of your pictures because I wanted to know your whole story. I saw your struggle mentioned in another person's feed. I just want to say I'm praying for you and your family. Harsh treatments. You also helped me understand what she's going through, and for that, I thank you. You may not know it, but you have played a big part in my home in the past 6 months. My mother was diagnosed with esophagal cancer. Just, hey Maggie, I'm sorry to hear about the cancer. Heard it off of a combat veteran's Facebook page. So strong, beautiful, and amazingly raw and open. You can do this. You know, I read your story, I saw you, and you're doing great, and I'm really proud of you, and it means a lot, you know? I decided the week before chemotherapy to let my 7 and 8-year-old buzz my hair. We explained to them that we wanted them to have a happy memory, and I wanted to look in a mirror and know that I did it with my children and that it was a choice and not a loss. I started off by doing it myself, and I had my son help me. They ended up being some really, really powerful photos that I think meant more to me than just the loss of my hair, because I shared it with my children. And this is my favorite photo to date from that day. My husband just sat with me and took pictures of me and my kids, just together, so that we had that memory. If for some reason I was not to be here, and I didn't make it and I didn't win this fight, I would want my kids to know that life is hard, but that it is okay to keep fighting. And even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. I just want them to know, leave the world a better place than you found it. And if you can affect change in a good, positive way, then that's the way to do that.
Hey guys! Just a quick follow-up with you guys. On March 11th, 2019, I had a bilateral mastectomy that removed both sides of my chest that contain the cancer. Right now, we are still waiting on pathology to make sure that everything is now in the clear, but I'm excited to finish up my degree in nursing with National University and, to move forward and help save someone else's life. So I'm hoping that my journey will somehow affect change to someone else later, and that's all we can really hope for. I hope you guys have an amazing year.